Hi everybody, this is my first YouTube video ever, I think. I've been wanting to make this video for a while, just kind of showing you all the coloring pages I've done so far. I've been coloring since the very beginning of 2020, when everyone went down into lockdown. That's when I started getting into it. I've been on Instagram for about a year now, but I've been wanting to make a YouTube channel for a while, and I figured I'd give it a shot. Today I'm going to be showing you all of the books that I have colored pages in, and I'm going to be showing you all the finishes. If you guys see a book that you're interested in me doing a flip through, feel free to comment. I'm always looking for new video ideas because, like I said, this is the very beginning of my channel and I just want to see where this is going to go. So we're going to start with this binder here. This kind of holds all of my PDFs that I print off. Just like coloring pages that I find online that aren't part of a book that I want to color. A lot of the ones in here are Pokemon. Actually, I think all of them in here are Pokemon. This one on the front was a drawing I did on my phone that I printed out and just colored with alcohol markers. These were 3 of my guinea pigs that unfortunately passed, but I love how this turned out. It's so cute. So, I'll show you guys. It is landscape, so I'll turn it a little bit. These are, like I said, these are all free printed out pages that I found on Pinterest or on just Google Images that I just printed out on regular 8x10 printer paper. These I did right at the beginning of 2020, so almost 2 years ago. These were all done with alcohol markers. Coughing is one of my favorites, so I printed out a bunch of these guys. I did the same with Gyarados, which you'll see later on. I do really enjoy Pokemon, so expect to see a lot of Pokemon pictures throughout this video. And I think that's all of it. All for the binder. My donuts. Can't forget the donut page. Alright, so moving right into the books. Put these off to the side for now. First off, we have Stone Mosaics by Belba Family. This is a book that I'm working on finishing this year. I have, I think, 7 out of the 50 done, or 8 out of the 50 done. So definitely a possibility. I did just get this in February, so I've been making pretty good progress in it so far. This is the black background version. Again, these were all done with Cali Art alcohol markers. I absolutely love these alcohol markers. I love how vibrant the colors come out. Like that pink is just gorgeous. I also want to preface this video by saying I do live in a public college dorm right on the side of a fairly busy main street, so if you can hear construction or people upstairs or cars going by, I apologize about that. I tried to dampen the volume as much as I could, but it is what it is, unfortunately. I just finished this one last night. I love how it came out. And I'll show you. Maybe. This is my whip I'm working on. I think it's going to be a pizza. Because I see little tomatoes down here. Probably going to finish that tonight after this video. Alright, next we have Circulism art books, color by number, Christmas edition. These are in no particular order, by the way. They're just however they are on my shelf. I've only got one done in here. This one way on the back. You'll see later on I have their very first book, Sea Life. I've completely finished that book. And I wanted to give another one of theirs a try, and because I There's something so relaxing about coloring circles. I absolutely love it. This came out adorable. I think it's so cute. Again, that was done with Cali Art alcohol markers. Most of the alcohol marker pictures you're going to see in here are done by Cali Art. I absolutely love that brand. Cute Animals, Jade Summer. This is a combination of 4 of her books. This one we did just a couple days ago. I did it with my best friend here at school, Abby. This was my half, and this was her half. I think it came out so cute. Again, Cali Art alcohol markers. Another split color with that same person, Abby. Hers was up on the top, mine was down on the bottom. Came out so cute. Yellow Submarine. I'm so sorry, I didn't go through and tag any of these ahead of time. I should have. I did this one. I absolutely love this one. Little pink sloth. He's so cute. That was done towards the end of January of this year. So fairly recent. This one is a fairly new book for me too. Camellia Angel Cova. I think she just came out with this like a month or so ago. I've only done 2 images in here. Again, with alcohol markers. I did this one at the beginning of March. And this one I did just the other day. Started experimenting with putting some white highlights around the ladybugs and the stones. I think it came out so cute. I'll do all 4 of these books together because they're all very similar. Dots and Halloween coloring book, black version, or black background version, I should say. I don't have too much done in here because for some reason the paper in this one is a lot different than the paper in the other 3. And I don't know what it is, but I don't like it as much. But I love the images in here. I love Halloween, anything spooky, scary. This one I'm not too fond with. I used too dark a blue and the black here is too dark, but you live and you learn. Practice makes perfect. I really like how this one came out, the red ram skull. And I think that's it for that book. And then this one was brand new too for me. I think they just came out with this one actually. Oh no, they came out with it last year. I only have the J done in this one. J. This was for, if you know Danny Buttons on YouTube or Instagram, her Patreon bingo. This was for one of their prompts. Her prompts, sorry. Dots and Flowers. Same premise, it's just all flowers. And I don't know if you can pick it up on camera, but the paper in this one is the premium paper, so it's very shiny. I really like this paper. Pastel Rose. Tulips. I didn't date these pages just because it's hard to see on the black background. But these, I believe, were all done in January. And again, done with Cali Art alcohol markers. Lilies. I love how this one turned out. I love orange lilies. And the daffodil. Purple daffodil. I don't know if daffodils are purple in real life, but I wanted it to be purple. And then lastly, this was a book that I actually completely finished, so I'll do a full flip through for you guys. I finished it, I believe I finished it in February. This is a really quick one. This one I used to break out in between studying. Study for a little bit, do 1 or 2 pages because they're so quick. You can just whip them out real fast. So towards the beginning of the semester, I got a lot done in here. And again, all of these were done with Cali Art alcohol markers. I really like this purple spider. I think he came out cool. And the bumblebee. I love bumblebees. And I like these dots on the other side so you can kind of still see your image. I don't know if they did that intentionally or not, or just to save ink, but it was a cool detail. I love this pink. It's so vibrant. It's weird. I hate bugs in real life, but for some reason, it's oddly relaxing to color them. Probably since you can make them whatever color you want, and they still look natural. Tarantula, I like tarantulas. Again, this blue is so vibrant. I love it. Christmas beetle. I have no idea what a sow bug is. I thought it was kind of like a pill bug, but I don't know. I guess I don't know my bugs. Flea. I like this book too because it tells you what they are down here on the bottom. Because a lot of these, I looked up pictures of the actual bug to try and make them color accurate, and I would have no idea what this is if it didn't tell me, so I like that. Like I said, I don't really know my bugs. A moth. This was actually 2 different browns. You can't really tell, but I promise you it is. A locust. Hope the glare isn't too much. I've got an overhead light over there. It doesn't seem to be too bad. And a silverfish. And that's all for my dots books. They have one that's dinosaurs, and I want to pick up that one too, but not until I finish another one. I'm working on the flowers one right now. Speaking of finishes, this is another book that I completely finished. Cute Little Bugs by Prachi Dewan Sachdeva. I believe I finished this in, it was either December of last year or January of this year. I'm not sure. But this one was so much fun. I love the pixelated books like this. And it was kind of a mystery for most of these. With some shape books, you can kind of tell what the image is going to be before you color it. With these, on most of them, it was a complete mystery, which I really liked. And again, these were all done with either Cali Art markers, alcohol markers, or what are they called? I have another brand of alcohol markers that I use, Tau Trees, sorry. Tau Tree alcohol markers. Very green heavy on this book, which I liked, but it did take out a couple of my green markers, but that was fine. You should never feel bad using your supplies for what they're meant to be used for. I had a hard time with that at the beginning. I was like, oh no, it's running out, but that just means I'm getting out of it what I paid for it. In a way, so. And I really like how some of these are top down, and then some of them are more like cutesy, cartoony. Like the caterpillar near the beginning was very cute. Or him, he's kind of silly with his little eyes. So you have a mixture. This was the first one I did in this book. He was adorable. I think he's still my favorite one out of the book. I love ladybugs. And I love too how she didn't necessarily stick with traditional color palettes. Like she didn't stick with all browns. She mixed it up and made like a pink butterfly or a blue bug, and I thought that was cute. I liked him. My marker died on me, but that's okay. We made do. I brought this book to work with me a lot when it was slow and I would color 1 or 2 pages during my shift. It was nice. Or on break. I work in the mail room here on campus, and sometimes when you work the night shift, it can be a little bit slow. So it's nice to bring a coloring book. I definitely want to get, I think she has a Halloween book just like this, and I definitely want to pick that up because I love these hexagon images. They're so cute. I have a bunch of these Mystery Colors Wild West. I have the subscription. This is one I'm working on finishing. I'm just doing it in order. These were all done with either Staedtler brush pens or Ohuhu water brush pens. This was another book I like to bring to work to do on my breaks. I love this barn. This one, my orange was a little bit off, but that's okay. It still came out cool. He just got a bit of an orange face. This one, I love this one, how it came out. I love the red. And that's it for this one. I gotta break this out more. I like these pages a lot, but they do take a while. So I really only do like 1 or 2 a month. But that is definitely a book I'm trying to finish by the end of the year. Next we have Sachin Sachdeva, Mosaic Arc Sea Creatures. I absolutely love this book because I really like the pixel pages, and these are like the perfect size. I think they're 5 by 5. I think. Does it say? I don't think it says. No, it doesn't say. That's okay. I think they're 5 by 5 or 3 by 3. But again, I'm just working in order on this book. This was all done in glitter gel pens. The first 3 pages were all done in glitter gel pens. I don't think I'm gonna do that again. It looks great. I don't know if you can pick up on the glitter there, but it took so much time. This page alone took like 2-3 hours, but it did look really cool. I love this page. Again, this was all glitter gel pens. This was a mix. I started with glitter gel pens, and then I realized I'd have to do this whole blue, and I didn't want to kill my pen, so I brought out my Staedtler markers. It kind of gives a cool effect though, because the coral is glittery, and then the water is not, so it kind of gave an interesting effect. This one, I switched it up and I did it all in Cali Art markers, and I really like how vibrant it came out. The only thing is, it did bleed a little bit up here, and it kind of bled into each other in a couple spots, but it did turn out really cool. Like the bubbles, you can kind of tell they bled through the lines because the lines are quite thin, but I think I just need to slow down and be a little bit more careful. This is a whip. This was done with the Staedtler brush pens. I think this is going to be a flying fish or a stingray. Honestly, not sure. That's another thing I like about this book, is that some pages you can tell what they're going to be. Like the clownfish, I had an idea, but the rest of them, no, you couldn't really tell. This was a silly little book I picked up on Amazon. It was on sale for like $2, because I really like mandalas, but I'm like picky about my mandalas. And this one was cute because you get a big adorable hamburger in the front, and we have a couple inside jokes with my friends about hamburgers, and then you get the cute mandala on the background. And I just thought this was really cute. This is Color by Number 70 Cartoon Character Mosaics. I think this is Bright Paper Publishing, if I remember. I think so, it doesn't tell. First we have Bulbasaur, again with the Pokemon. This was a whip, I think it's going to be Donald Duck. Eve from Wall-E. These pictures, again, you can't really tell. Some of them you can, but most of the time I was picking by square size. Like, these are the bigger squares. Daisy Duck. I would have changed up her beak, but when I was doing this page for the longest time, I had no idea who she was. It wasn't until I did the beak that I was like, oh. Because I'm weird when I do color by number. I do the last number first, and then the first number last. Don't ask me why, that's just how I like to do it. SpongeBob, I could tell who this was before I started coloring because I saw the black around the eyes and I was like, oh, must be SpongeBob. I think this guy is from Toy Story 2 or 3. I've only seen the first Toy Story, I know. This one, I love this one, it's so cute. This one was done with all glitter gel pens too. Which glitter gel pens actually work really well for the really tiny squares. I have a couple Belba family books later on with the really small squares. And I like the glitter gel pen for those. A lot of patience though, but they turn out really nice in the end. Next we have 100 Dinosaurs by, I think this is Sun Life Drawing. This is one I'm working on finishing by the end of the year. I don't know if it's going to happen, but we're definitely going to try. I have a bunch done in here. I've just been going in order. Most of these are done with water-based brush markers, my Ohuhu brush markers. Because one, it doesn't use as much ink because there's such big spaces. I don't really like using my alcohol markers. And two, I like going up and down and you get that kind of streaky effect with the water markers. I think it looks cool. These are in alphabetical order, which I thought was kind of cool. I don't know what half of these dinosaurs are. Like this guy, I've never heard of this guy before, but he's adorable. And I like this book because it has a fairly limited color palette. I think it only has 12 colors. And they're all fairly simple, so I do use my Crayola Super Tips in this sometimes too. I think this page was done with Crayola Super Tips. And again, what I like about this book too is that it's kind of silly with its colors sometimes. You know, because obviously we don't know what dinosaurs look like, so maybe they were bright yellow. I just thought that was kind of cool. Or maybe they were bright pink. I really like how this guy turned out. These are my favorite dinosaurs. I like the dudes with the long necks. I think they're cute. And again, I really like this one because it's just simple color by number. You know, you can get 1 or 2 pages done when you sit down with it. I like to bring it out on campus with me. Sometimes I'll do it in between classes. If I have like half an hour in between classes, I'll just bring this book and a set of markers and sit in the dining hall or wherever and get some pages done. This one, my marker was dying on me in the background, but it actually made kind of a cool effect. It kind of looks like watercolor. And that's all I have in this one. Actually, I think I have one in the way back. Yes, I do. This guy. So again, I have a lot of work to do to finish him because he is a big boy. But I think it would be so cool to get this guy done either this year or next year. Next, we have 50 Amazing Mythical Creatures by Camelia Angelkova. I have a lot of her books. I really like her work. This was a whip. I'm not really fond of how it's going. I might finish it. I might not. I don't know. This one, I really like how it came out. This one I did a while ago, back before I started dating them. This was all done in alcohol markers. It was my first time practicing blending. And as you can see on his tail and his face, I definitely need some more work blending, but I still think it came out really good. I like the darker red on the belly there. The Minecraft coloring book. Unofficial Minecraft coloring book. Again, these are just quick, easy. I did with my alcohol markers. I don't know, there's something about drawing in geometrical shapes that it's oddly relaxing. These guys are so cute. I love them. And it's cute because you don't even really need to know Minecraft or play Minecraft in order to enjoy this coloring book, because you could color in sheep, or even if you don't know who these guys are, you could either Google a picture or make whatever pages, you know, whatever colors you want it to be. This is a cute little book. I need to work more in here. This is a little guy, Disney portraits. They're sticking together on me. There we go. I'm blanking on his name, but I really like how this page turned out. This was all done in glitter gel pen. This was, Pluto was in pencil, and so were these stars, and the rest was all done in acrylic paint. And then some glitter Mod Podge on top of that. Bing Bong, I love him, he's so cute. I haven't seen this movie in forever, I need to watch it again. My friend did this one using Staedtler watermarkers. This book is, if you like both sides, I would not recommend alcohol markers just because it would bleed through. So a lot of what I do is either paint or colored pencils. Like this guy was all colored pencils, and then the pink and blue around him were glitter gel pen. Towards the beginning of my coloring, I did a lot with glitter gel pens. I think these guys came out really cool. Right now I'm kind of just working in order on this book because I do like all the pages and I want to do them all eventually. But these pages do take a while just because I like practicing with the shading. This is definitely a whip. I painted the black in around here with just acrylic paint. So these guys are both whips I need to work on. But I definitely want to take this book out more. Disney Pixar. This was my first Hatchet Heroes book. Oh, I don't want to show you guys the answers. Some people don't like that. Alright, Mr. Incredible. I don't think I did the colors exactly right. I think this was too yellow, but that's okay. This guy, I'm blanking on his name, but he is the dad from Ratatouille, I think. This is definitely a whip. This, another thing I would recommend that I learned is if you're coloring on the back of a page that's already been colored, put a blotter page, because I was pushing really hard with the colored pencils on this blue, and it kind of transferred the colored pencils from this side onto here. It's not going to be an issue. I can go over it with marker, but it is just something to be aware of. This guy was all being done with the clear gel pen, but I might give up on that and change to something else. I'm not sure. This was the first page I did. I absolutely love the movie Cars. I think it's my favorite Disney movie. That was part of the reason I got this book, because it has so many Cars pictures in it, like Lightning McQueen. This one was done fairly recently, just at the beginning of March. And a lot of these pages are on my Instagram if you want to get a better look. This guy from WALL-E, I'm blanking on his name. And I think this guy's from Toy Story 2 or 3. The same one the bear was from earlier. And then Kevin from Up. I haven't seen Up in forever. I need to watch that one too. Unicorns by Jade Summer. I only have one done in here, but it came out so cute. I tried to use every single color. I think the only one I didn't use was, oh no, I did use yellow. Then yeah, I think I used every single color in the rainbow. It doesn't look very bright on camera, but in person the orange is very vibrant. I really like how she came out. She's adorable. Camellia Angel Cova, 50 Ocean Miniatures. I don't have too much done in here. I need to get it out though because it's so cute. This one I think was the first one I did in here. Again, Cali Art alcohol markers. This was a buddy color with Danny buttons back on Instagram. It came out so cute. And the title page. I love my blue seal. Another Such and Such Deva book, Stained Glass Egyptian Designs. I think I only have one done in here. Oh, I lied, I have two done. This one, I'm not a fan of my 3. I think I made it a little bit too dark. I think the next time I buy one of his stained glass books, I'm going to get the non-color by number version. I really like the color by number version, but some of his colors are a little, like, I wouldn't pick them. So I think it would be interesting to see. I might get another copy of this as the non-color by number and color it my way and then compare it to his color palette. I think that would be interesting. Like this one, the green just seems a little bit out of place there in my opinion. Same with the purples, but again, that's just my opinion. And it still came out really pretty. I just probably would have switched up the colors. And not to say that if you have a color by number, by all means, switch up the colors all you want. There's no hard and fast rules to anything about coloring. That's part of why I like it so much. Mystery Colors Dinosaurs. I think I only have one done in this one. I have one done, and I think my friend did one in here, but I'll show you that one too. This was the one I did. End of January. He came out so cool. I actually did this one in class, I think, in one of my lectures. I like to bring books or something to lecture. My professors don't care, and it gives me something to do with my hands. Still listening and actively taking notes, but it helps me focus. This was one I started, or no, I'm sorry, this was one my friend started and never got to finish, so I'll keep this one out for her. Another Mystery Colors. I really like this book, but it is intense. Like, look at those little lines. Holy cow. But I did this one on Thanksgiving. The turkey himself is all glitter gel pen. Holy cow, that took me forever. And then the background here is all colored pencil. But yeah, I'm going to show the answers, so skip ahead a couple seconds if you don't like that. But they come out so gorgeous, but oh my goodness, they are so intense. You have to be definitely in the right mood. I do want to do this beaver. I love beavers. Like this alligator here. That's crazy detailed, but I think it'll be so, they are gorgeous when they finish, or when they're done. Alright, 100 Beautiful Mandalas, Camellia Angelkova. This was the book that kind of got me really into mandalas to begin with. Again, I'm kind of just doing them in order. This was, if you know Pokemon at all, Gyarados, this was his color palette, or its color palette. This is an anime character's color palette. If you can guess it, I'll give you bonus points. Rainbow color palette. This one I did on the 4th of July last year. If you live in America, you probably celebrate that holiday. If not, you might not have no idea what I'm talking about, and that's okay. This was, I started my job at Dunkin' Donuts. If you live in New England, you'll know that name. And this was their color palette. I did this on break. If you know Attack on Titan, another anime reference. And then I started doing, oh my gosh, I bumped you, I'm sorry. And then I started doing monochrome color palettes, and I think they turned out really gorgeous. This has been a whip for like 2 years. It's fine. I need to get back into it. I really like this one. Orange is quickly becoming one of my favorite colors, if not my favorite color. Yellow. Not really a fan of this one. I think I need to go in and do this white space, fill it in more green, but it still came out pretty. And then this is going to be a dark blue. This one's going to be purple. And then this was a Christmas mandala. This was, oh, by the way, all of these were done with glitter gel pens. And then starting now, I did Cali Art alcohol markers. This was, funnily enough, actually the John Deere Tractor coloring palette, if you know that brand. And I started this one. I really need to finish it because I'm loving how this color palette is coming out. I didn't think I'd like it at first. My brother picked it for me, but I absolutely love it. Mystery Colors Christmas. Again, these were all done with either Cali Art alcohol markers, or this one was done with Statler brush pens. This was the first one. I'm bumping you again. I am so sorry. This was the first one that I did in this book. And this one, these books, if you don't have the subscription when they come out, you can find them at your local Walmart or Hannaford or any local grocery store. I'll start at the beginning. This one is so cute. I love it. I think I matched the colors perfectly, and it's just so adorable. This one I did at work too. This one, for these ones, sometimes I look at the answers, like for the cupcake and the apple cider one, but when I'm just going in order, I try and guess what they are. This one, for the longest time, I had absolutely no idea what it was. But as you can see, it's someone writing a letter. And some delicious cookies. These look so good. Maybe it's just because I'm hungry. It's almost lunchtime for me. Under the Sea color counts. These books are so adorable. I love them. This was a whip. I love octopus. They're one of my favorite animals. What's cool about this book is that this is the color by number version, and then they also give you an identical image with no numbers. In one of my other color count books, one of the big double page spreads, I did both sides, and it came out really cool. I love these books. They're so vibrant and so pretty when they're done. Like, they use every color in every page, and it's really pretty. I love this one too. You're gonna see a lot of ocean pictures. I really like coloring in fish and mermaids and all kinds of stuff like that. This is gonna be a long video, guys. I apologize. Another Mystery Colors. I think we're almost done with Mystery Colors. Another fish. I love how this guy turned out. This one I did with alcohol markers. I don't think I'm going to use alcohol markers in this book again, simply because I didn't like how much it bled, because the lines are so thin and the paper is really thin. Those are some fat sheep. And my friend Abby did this one. It came out so pretty. She did a really good job staining the lines in that one. Wildlife color by number. I've only got one done in here. Yes, this one. Tiger. This one is a lot like the Native American wildlife, or not Native American, I'm so sorry. American wildlife mystery colors that I showed you earlier, except much more simple. Some of the pictures can be fairly complicated, but for the most part, the lines are thick and the pictures come out really pretty. I love this moose. Like, see, some of them are fairly detailed, but then you also have ones that are not as detailed, like the crocodile. A lot of browns, though. I love the beaver here, if you can see him. I need to break this book out. This is a fairly new book for me. I haven't done much in it. We have another color counts, Sweet Treats. Color by number. I absolutely love this one. It came out so pretty, so vibrant. This one I started, clearly did not get very far. Alright, so this was the one I was talking about. This was the color by number double page spread. Scream truck. And then this was my version of the same picture, non-color by number. I love how both of them turned out. I really like the pink. And the blue ice cream cone looks really delicious. No idea what flavor it would be, but it looks delicious. Time to Travel with Baby Cat by Coco Weil. I've only got one page done in here, but I'm really proud of it. It was fairly recent. Mr. Kitty Goes to London. This one turned out so cute. I know I'm saying that to every page. I need to stop. I'm sorry. But I love this book. He just looks so happy in all these pictures. And he's so chubby. Chubby kitty. Kira Shersneva, Country Life. This one I actually have a bunch done. This was on my book to finish list, and then I don't know why, but I kind of put it away and didn't really take it back out. I think, oh no, I was gonna say this is my only book by her, but I have one other one that I'll show you later when we get to it. Again, this one I'm doing in no particular order. Some color by number books I like to do in order if I intend to color all of them. This one I'm just kind of picking and choosing. I thought I had one more done, but I guess I don't. Sorry about that. This, a lot of the actually I think all the pages out of this book have been buddy colors with E.R. Joy down on Instagram. I can link her in the description if she wants me to, or lets me. This one I love. This is my favorite one so far. I have no idea what he is. He's like a strawberry cinnamon roll, but he's so cute. And this is Kawaii Sweet Treats. I realized I don't think I showed you the cover of that. This is Whimsical Wonders by Marjorie Sarnett. This is a big book. This is a combination of her mermaid one, her fairy one, and her ocean one. I had no idea that this was a book, and then I saw it in Walmart, and I fell in love with it. I've only got one done in here. This was glitter gel pens with the bubbles and the starfish, and I think the tentacles. And then this up here was colored pencils. The mermaids were colored pencils, and then the blue background was Cali Arts. And I wasn't liking it at first when I was just doing the jellyfish, but I finished it and I really like it. I think I could have done more with the background, but I still think it came out absolutely gorgeous. "3D Butterflies." The leaves here are Cali Art alcohol markers again, and then the glitter gel pen, or sorry, the rainbow is glitter gel pen. These I did a while ago. And I believe that's it. Yep. I need to break this book out more because it is really pretty. And they go by quick. I only have one done in this one. But this is a fairly new book for me too. Relax and Color Inverted Mandala. Can't talk today. This was glitter gel pen, if you can see. Neon glitter gel pen. I really like this book. Because you're just filling in the outline, you're not like filling in whole shapes, and it's really relaxing and really nice. I need to break it out and do more pages in here. Maybe I'll leave this one out to the side actually. Dazzling Patterns, Color Questopia, black background edition. This one, I don't think I have too many done. The ones I do have done, if I can find them, there we go, we're done with my Ohuhu brush markers. Yeah, I only have 2 done in here. But I need to break it out because I was a little scared of this book because I don't really like patterns. But these go by surprisingly fast and they're surprisingly relaxing. But I saw everyone on Instagram was saying the same thing. They're like, yeah, I don't like patterns, but this book is awesome. So I gave it a shot and I really like it. I'm not doing the 10 books to finish this year, but next year I think I'm going to, and that book might make the list. This is Sea Life Color by Number by George Dufexis. I really like George Dufexis's work. I have a bunch of his books. I need to get back into them. This was all done with glitter gel pens, and let me tell you, that took a hot minute, but it came out so pretty. This one I think I actually did at work. I didn't put a date on it, so I'm trying to remember, but I think I did it at work. I did a lot of these pages at work. This one, there's only one done. Creepy Chibi or Chibi, I'm not really sure exactly how to pronounce it. But this was done with alcohol marker for the border, and then colored pencils for the background and for him. Alright, I've got 3 Creative Haven books here. Angela Porter, I absolutely love her work. It's so pretty. This one, again, was all glitter gel pens. I really like how it came out. I love the castle. You can see that glitter. Holy cow. This was the first page I did in this book. I like this little clownfish dude up here. And then this one. This one, it had a very intricate background, and I just blacked it out with black acrylic paint. And I think it looked really cool. I went around the lobster with an orange orange alcohol marker, and then just blacked it out, and it looks really cool. These are very intricate, as you can see, but they look so good when they're done. This is a whip I started. I have a lot of whips I need to finish. This one I wanted to try because I'd never really colored words before, and one of the prompts for Danny Button's bingo was N, so I did New York. And honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of coloring in words. I think this page came out nice. But I'm not sure I'm gonna take this book out for a while because I don't know, coloring words is not my favorite thing. And then Horses Color by Number by George Tufexis. I have this guy done. This was all done in colored pencils. I didn't color match exactly, but I still think it came out really nice. And then this guy I did in October, a couple days before Halloween. And I did this guy all in glitter gel pens again. Cute Ocean Life by Ava Brown. I love this guy. I like this little pink shark, and this guy too. This was alcohol markers, glitter gel pens, colored pencils. I think there was a little bit of acrylic paint on here too. This guy I like too. And then this is my whip I'm working on. A lot of these kind of books with detailed, like they're detailed but they're not too detailed, almost like Jade Summer style. I like getting in there to practice my shading with either my alcohol markers or my colored pencils or anything like that. This is my absolute favorite coloring book that I own. This is the one where I really get in and I take my time. Like these pages take 6-7 hours sometimes. But I really get in there and I practice my shading and I do it all with colored pencils. This was the first one I did in this book, and this was like right at the beginning of my coloring. You know, before I even touched alcohol markers or anything, I was only colored pencils. This is my favorite page I've ever colored. It came out absolutely gorgeous. I'm so proud of it. It took me forever, but I love it. Again, all colored pencils. The background was acrylic paint. Medusa. This is a whip I'm working on. I'm really proud of how it's coming out so far, but definitely needs some more work. This is another whip. Not really fond of how it's coming, but I think I need to finish it because I think I'll like it once it's done. Trust the process. This one I finished fairly recently. All of the horses and the moon was done in colored pencil, and then I used acrylic paint to black out the black background. I absolutely love this book. I want to finish it eventually, but that is definitely far down the line. But I love it. I love all the images in there. Next we have Oceans by Hatchet Heroes. I think I'm saying that right. I could be wrong. I apologize if I am. I think I only have 3 done in here. I like this book because it's detailed and you have a lot of colors, but it's not quite as detailed as some of the Disney ones can be. And it's also ocean, which is a plus. This guy I actually did with my brush markers. Most of the time I really only work in colored pencils in here. That one was water markers. This one I'm not a fan of how it came out because I made his eye way too dark, but I really like how the water came out. Definitely need to work more into this one. Almost done. We've got like 10 more books. This book, this page is sad because it came out really good and then I unfortunately spilled coffee all over it as I was waiting for the glitter on their wings to dry because I used stickles on their wings. That was a sad day. But it's still cute, and I have a picture of it on Instagram before the coffee stain, so not as bad as it could be. This book, sorry, I say this book like you know what I'm talking about. One Color Relaxation Art Animal Stencils. I think, sorry, I should have tagged these before I started this video. I love this guy. I know you're supposed to use one color, but I think it looks so pretty when you use multiple colors. And the squirrel. My brother actually picked both of these pages for me. But I love how these come out. I haven't worked in here since a long time ago. Almost a year. So I really need to get that back out. But it's so pretty. It's such a gorgeous book. It's my only Hannah Carazon book, but I definitely want to get more. This one I'm not too fond of how it came out, but I think it might be just because it's kind of a standalone page. And then this one, I looked at a picture on Instagram for reference, and unfortunately I am blanking on the name. I don't want to steal credit because this was not my idea. However, I do think it came out really nice. This was my first time really practicing with pencils and shading when it comes to people. I don't really draw people, or I don't draw really anything. I don't color people very often because I'm not very great with shading. Although speaking of, this is a person right here. I really like how this came out. This is Fruity Chibi Color Kick adult coloring book. She is absolutely adorable. The strawberries are glitter gel pens, and then her and the background and the little puddle are all in colored pencil. She's so cute. I really like her hat. This one I'm actually really close to finishing. I think I have like 6 more. Those are my blotter pages. The beaver. I love beavers. It's funny, some of these pages I have no idea what I was doing when I colored them, but then some of them I vividly remember what I was watching, what the weather was like outside, where I was sitting. It's strange. This one I remember exactly where I was when I colored it. But then this one, I have no idea. The guinea pig. I love guinea pigs. They're so silly looking. Square Halloween by Belba Family. Yeah, if this was 3x3, then I think the ocean one we looked at a while ago was 5x5. This is the only one I've done. He is really creepy looking. I'm not exactly a fan of him. And it kind of looks like the moon has a face. This was all done with glitter gel pen. I do like this book. I need to get back into it, but it's a little too creepy even for me. On a much lighter note, Unicorns and Mermaids by Belba Family. This was not glitter gel pens, but gel pens. The main is glitter, and then you can see, yeah, the main is glitter, and then the rest of it is not. Sorry about that, guys. My camera randomly shut off, but I believe I just finished talking about this guy. And then we had this one. Absolutely gorgeous. This was so much fun to do. And that was Belba Family. And then we have this guy. This was the book I was talking about earlier, that I had completely finished. This one, I think I finished back in February of last year, because I remember I finished it right around my birthday. And I really like this book because I like how they use like pretty much every color on every page. Like a purple orca, that's cool. I would not have thought to do that. This was the first page I did in this book because I could tell it was a clownfish, and clownfish are my favorite fish. I love this page. I love all the blues. Blues and oranges are definitely my favorite color. I couldn't tell what this was for the longest time, but it's a starfish. When I was trying to color it, I was like, what the heck is this? And then when I finished it, I was like, oh, it's a starfish. I really like this one too. Again, they're just kind of throwing all the colors in there. It looks really cool. That was Circulism Art Books, Color by Number. This was actually the first coloring book I ever finished. I was really proud of that. Alright, then we have the Jurassic World coloring book. I only have one done in here. If I can find it. There we go. This one I am so proud of. I used only alcohol markers, but I really practiced my blending. Like on the stone. It definitely needs some work, but it does look really cool. So much green though. And it looks really cool from the back too. But I didn't date this one, unfortunately, but I think I did it at the beginning of last year. It took me forever, but I really like the way it came out. Almost done. The Pokemon Horror Coloring Book. This was a silly little book I picked up on Amazon. I've only got one done in here, unless you count this one. This is Metapod, I believe. And this was all in colored pencil, and the background was kind of like this. And I just blacked it out with black acrylic paint. But I think it looks really cool. Definitely creepy. If horror isn't your thing, I might not be the best channel for you. Or Pokemon, but I still think he came out really cool. Whimsy Girls Through the Decades. This is the only one I have I've done in here. Again, really practicing my shading on people. I really like how her clothes came out. This was all done in colored pencil. And I finished it a while ago, August, I believe, or September, sorry. September. That was Whimsy Girls Through the Decades by Hannah Lynn. I really love her work. I need to work more in her books. Mermaids and Other Sea Creatures by Camelia Derrico. I really don't want to butcher that name. I did this one. I Love His Little Rainbow Horn. This one I did a long time ago. I want to say it was back in 2020. And then I also did this guy. And what I did for this one was I blacked out the background completely in black acrylic paint. And then I used glue to make circles. And then I poured glitter over the circles so that they dried. So that the glitter dried. Or the glue dried. I can't talk. I'm so sorry. But I think it came out really cute. A little blue-ringed octopus. I need to work more in here. It's so cute. I'm saying that about every book. Clearly, I need to just color more. "100 Coloring Pages" by Coloring Book Cafe. Again, I only have one done in here. I need to do more. Where is it? Alright, here we go. Again, all done with colored pencils. So pretty. So much green, but I really like it. This one was done in August. Intricate Ink, Animals in Detail, a coloring book by Tim Jeffs. I'm not too great with this book yet. I've never really done grayscale. This is like my only grayscale book. I definitely need more practice with it, but practice makes perfect. This one I really like. I don't really like the ear, but if you don't look at the ear and you just look at the rest of it, I really like how it came out. Sunset colors. I like the tusk a lot. I like the shading on the tusk. His work is absolutely amazing. If you've never seen any of his pictures, they're so gorgeous. Like, I don't even want to color them. I'm afraid I'll mess them up. All right, I got one more book. Construction Vehicles. Color by number for adults. I'm not seeing an author. Again, I think I did get every single one of these books on Amazon, so if you see any that you really like, Amazon is the place to go. This one I actually did last night while I was watching a documentary for one of my classes. I like this book because you have pages with gray numbers, and then you have the exact same page with black numbers. So if you have a hard time seeing the numbers, I would choose black. That's what I did. Because personally, when the page is done, I don't know why, but I like seeing the numbers. Whereas if you're not a fan of seeing the numbers when it's done, you might want to choose gray so that the marker might cover up most of it. All right. So that's actually all I have for you guys today. If you would love to see another video of me, I have a couple books that unfortunately are not touched yet, that I need to work in. And I have a couple whips in them, but they don't have any finished pages yet. I'd be happy to show you guys them. If you see any of these books that you want to see more out of, like a flip through or something, just comment, let me know. Thank you guys for sticking with me if you're still here. I know that was a really long video. I apologize about that,